Hey everyone, your girl is here. So coming to you guys today now. I'm very happy and excited. That is a crazy coincidence Thursday because obviously, as you guys do know or maybe have been able to pick up on by now, I didn't tell you guys at the time, but I did leave my other job. So obviously, you guys know 2 days a week is why I moved and got another job. Um, I mean, I might post the letter up here. I don't see why not. Anyhow, so, um, I was totally unaware of how much my new job needs me, and everybody knows, right? Just because you're available, it doesn't mean that you'll be scheduled, but my new job really needed a lot of people and a lot of help. So, we were again, whenever I went in, one of the people who I don't even remember her. She said it was probably like 1 or 2 shifts. Or no, actually, I think she was in there whenever I went in, actually, because she said 9 to 2 usually. Anyhow, guys, she was there, and at first I didn't realize it, and then it actually ended up being, yes, she also worked at the job that I just left. And I was like, oh my god, that's crazy. So then we get to talking a little bit. She said that she had to go get something to drink. But then whenever she came back, she's like, no, that was I'm having cramps, so I'm leaving at 6. And I was like, oh, you have that kind of medicine. She's like, yeah. And then we talked a little bit, and it was crazy because that itch is obviously why I did not, you know, make a video this morning because the itch was really, really bad this morning. But I did do more picking out, and I'll just include the picture. I did have a 7-minute video, but honestly, I don't even know. I just kind of made the video just because that's what I usually do. But that's what YouTube is for, duh. But what I'll probably do is just wait until it's officially time to pack, and then I'll share all my days with you guys, like I had said. So anyhow, guys, it was also good to get an idea of all of that. And what I'm going to have to do is get a different bikini bottom for the Blowing Rocks Preserve. And I might honestly get a new top, but I'm definitely going to get a new bottoms tonight. The only thing is with that back, the way the buckle is, you know, I can't seem to keep it on in the back, right? So I was thinking about getting different lace bottoms, which kind of goes off like a mermaid kind of shape, with the way they're all like basically strings, right, for fabric on the left hand side, which is really, really crazy, but it'll really, really look good, for giving me like that mermaid look, right? And then I can get the GoPro out, you know, or even my phone here, and then do like frame by frame second. So imagine the waves coming up and I'm just standing there like, you know, well, I'm not going to be standing like, is it Wonder Woman? I think there's a specific female version of, you know, the guys, right? So obviously it's like that with everything. There's Wonder Woman, and then there's also like a Green Lantern, but it's a girl version. I forget who the heck that's called. You guys know. And then there's, what is there? I don't think there's a female version of Batman, though, is there? Anyhow, guys, that's not what this video is about. But yes, regardless, I definitely want different bottoms. I can probably keep those bottoms as well for another time. So just get a new top and new bottoms, honestly, and maybe just have that be the bikini. And then, because only the top will get wet, if it's not like extremely, extremely sweaty, and I don't see why it would be, I'm just doing jet ski, I can just keep that top and then have those bottoms. So have one bikini and then just get a whole new bikini set. But honestly, I definitely want a different bikini top just because I do not know how to buckle it from the back. But that is one thing that I also learned, right, in opening and laying everything out and seeing how many extra outfits compared to what I had last night I need. So I did look around, and I'll, show what I had looked at and what I'm actually going to get once I'm done with this video. So, yeah, that was crazy, honestly. But getting back to what I was saying then, so yes, she had come out and said that, and then I was like, oh my god, like, that's exactly what I was having this morning too, and then we talked a little bit about that. But then, it was crazy, because I had the location one come up, because I almost basically said, or, well, we were talking about, okay, so she's from Montana, and we were talking, and then I was like, about I was like, how, do you actually have town pumps, right? Because remember how I had said that from that guy on Instagram right around this time last year, I believe, too. And she's like, yeah, but you just have to watch out who you're there. And I thought about sharing the location one. And what does that exactly mean? Well, what that exactly means is that one story. And you guys know what story that is. No, I will not ever share her exact stuff on here, because if I did, that would also be something that is the same. Well, her exact stuff, like her exact, right? Yes. You guys know address, right? Okay. Yes. So if I did, that would also go off the certain things on Buff Babe's page are off limits for sure. Hang on, guys. So obviously, sorry, my gram just needed something real quick. But anyhow, yes. So that would also just be the same as that. So that's what I mean by the location one. I almost had a location one come up, or I almost told her about the location one. So that's the first time where that is coming up, and I'm sharing it here, right? So she obviously has to walk to work, but I originally thought she was going to have to leave at 8, so I was going to offer to take her home, but if I did, I wouldn't want that to be a first, right? So first kind of thing that you tell somebody, and then, oh yeah, let me take you home, right? It's like, I was thinking about saying something like, yeah, even the kind of people where you have just a little bit of, hip bending or something, and they say that's gay, right? So they just assume that you're gay, right? Yes, we all have seen those kind of stereotypes at least once in our life, right? Just like whenever I was doing my 2 for Tuesday and switching out my closets. So yes, and then obviously, that was pretty much it. And then she had talked about how she believed that we had, that I had left. She had heard rumors because I was pregnant. And I was like, oh my god, the I'm pregnant one came up, because she had even said, yeah, most people don't leave permanently because they're pregnant. And I was like, yeah, it's called maternity leave. I mean, it's not like a permanent leave. And I was like, yep, and even the I'm pregnant one, right, was working while she was pregnant for a little bit. So I kind of thought that was crazy that there was like a double header. That's a crazy way to come up, I guess, Thursday. There's just a lot of different Thursdays. I'll come up with a really good title for this video. And since I've only been talking 8 minutes, I don't have anything to add. I will add the recordings though, which also goes off the location one. And also, because I was recording this, I probably should have added this into that video, but I guess I can do it now, because this is just an addition in general, yeah, because it's relating to tonight. So, obviously, this was just to show you guys, right, the conversation we were having, right? But anyhow, and then we also talked a little bit about what she did. But regardless, guys, I obviously recorded, right? So, I forget exactly how it was. It was something about interest is a direct reflection of, I can't remember exactly how it went, but it was like, yeah, so if my number one interest was to get at her, right, like I would have heard her say, hey, I got your text, right, I want to talk to you in the office about it, and I would have started recording then, right, because I would have been out to get her, right, so that was also crazy, it's like, I'm again, not trying to get at her, but she's obviously trying to get at me. You know, so she had it out for me, but I didn't have it out for her because I was just thinking just a regular conversation, you know. And I already shared how that conversation should have went, right? And all of that could have been avoided if it would have been just a simple, right? Yes, instead of, sorry, I got a hold of my boss 10 years later. Yeah, you should have done that right off the bat. Anyhow, guys, yes, I did want to show that as well. So that's obviously why these voice recordings are on here tonight. And then, yes, obviously the recordings, yeah, it also, a standout, you know, addition in general, right? Because it's like, Alyssa, why are you recording, right? Well, there you guys go. Yeah, so anyhow, guys, I'll go ahead here, though. I'll get going. I'll order my stuff, and then I'll do my recording of the videos, and that'll be that. And last night, obviously, I didn't get my Night Agent watched. I can put that on hold again. Priorities, right? So obviously I did order some stuff from Amazon, which will be really, really good. So that's all coming soon. And then I did also order a teal bikini. So that's really, really good from Dull.com. So yeah, that also then frees up that rainbow swirl, which I was thinking about, you know, a certain night in Miami maybe wearing that. But there's just a lot of tweaks now, you know, and also wearing the strawberry swirl and on my first day until the sunset. Don't do the whole time in the sunset bikini, because there are plenty of bathrooms around, right? So wear that, you know, getting the swirls, you know, because that's a really cute bikini. It looks really, really good on me. And then I get ready for the sunset. So yeah, it's definitely been a wild, crazy Thursday. That one's an expected Thursday as well. Yeah, I'm probably going to say that one's an expected Thursday because I almost told about the location one. Obviously, the I'm pregnant one came up in a whole totally different context, right? Yeah, in that same conversation. And there wasn't a video this morning because there was the average itch. And then the average itch came up. So that's an insane way that happened, maybe Thursday. Yeah, that's an insane way that happened. Because even, like I said, with picking out my sunflowers, right? And how I know that I wanted to get a different top, right? So, or a different tie back, right? Kind of maybe like a bandana bikini. Just as a sense of, you know, security. Yeah, so anyhow, guys, that'll be really, really fun to officially get those recordings in here and then get this listened to and added in with what I had gotten after I had ended this film. So I'll go ahead here, I'll get going. I also have to get my anchor yet. But then, guys, that is officially it. And everything is ordered in the biggest month before Florida. So, yeah, very happy and excited. I'll get going. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Just the Montana. Wait, how did you call it? Montanian? Montanans, there we go. Montanan state of living, huh? That's crazy, though.
And they take tourists on like a burning path.
What do? They
paint tourists with like a burning path.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Like we get a lot of our interest from tourists, but also they don't like tourists because tourists come in and they be like, oh, I want to buy up all this property.
Yeah.
Make the property tax higher than it already is. So that makes the residents mad because they're like, hey, we actually don't want the property tax to go up. Please stop buying our property or land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my.
But like rich fellas would come in buying like stuff and turn it into like condos or apartments and stuff.
Yeah.
And it just makes it harder on for us.
Because I was actually thinking about, because obviously I went to Florida last year. I'm going to Florida this year now. And then probably in about 2 years I was going to go out west, maybe like Grand Tetons, Yellowstone maybe.
Also, they do not like outsourced drives.
So I was thinking about Montana maybe a little bit, or like Colorado maybe in the Rockies.
That hospitality you like, but also you meet some that are a little bit like they don't really like you.
Really?
Because you're not from this, like, you haven't lived in the state.
So kind of like hostility, or a different,
As long as
different than hostility.
Not like hostility. Like, you know when you know that someone doesn't really like you, but like they don't say it to your face, they just kind of like give you looks.
Yeah. So more like a body language kind of thing. Okay. And maybe persona a little bit. Okay.
It's not like they'll like be up in your face about it.
Yeah.
But
30, I've actually very rarely seen 30 in Pennsylvania. There's only a couple 30s. Usually then it's 35, and that's like coming out of the mountains. Yeah, and you never ran into any mountain lions?
no, not while hiking at least.
Because I know they say what you're supposed to do is keep eye contact with it, and don't turn your back on it.
Never come around on it.
But now, bears and gorillas are different. Because whenever you make eye contact with them, they take that as a sense of like, I'm gonna get you.
You're trying to be for me.
Yeah, and even if it's not like prolonged eye contact, because in humans, prolonged eye contact is aggression, can be a sign of aggression. But for normal human eye contact, like you and I do, right, like that would be considered aggression for... Yeah, it's so weird.
That's how it's for dogs as well.
Really? It's like that with dogs?
If you meet a dog and you're not supposed to pat him on the head if you don't know the dog.
Oh, I never knew that.
Look him in the eye and they want to like give out half the time.
Oh no, I don't have that.
Pick 3-in-1 pain med.
Oh.
It's Medicate, Tylenol, and another one. I don't remember the name of that.
I just take the acetaminophen.
I got it all. It's like one, and I have to take 2 of them, and 3 pain meds in one.
Oh my. Sometimes I do get symptom reps too. Huh. What?
It is.
Oh, sorry. The back of your thigh? Is that true? Yeah, I don't get that. Yeah, like you said, mine is the frequent urination, headaches, lower back pain. Well, I do sometimes, yeah, like you can see it a lot of times too. Like, I'll take a picture of myself and I'll be like, yeah, you can just tell I'm a little bit more, yeah. Yeah. Well, I also do a lot of my exercising too to really help. Well, because that's a big part of why I run too. Really helps with the lowering the PMS when they do come. I call it the average itch. like Katy Perry's song, right? You PMS like I would know. Yes, it's like the average itch that I know all too well. Yep.
I do like my hour walks to work.
Oh yeah. Wait, what?
Yeah.
When?
Like once or twice a week.
Like morning shifts?
Morning, floater, night, whatever they need me on.
Because I just quit there.
Really?
No way. When did you start? Yeah.
Oh my god.
No way.
I literally
Oh my god.
When I was working last week, I was like, oh, where do other bacon go? They're like, cheese. And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh my god. I didn't even know that. I couldn't. Yeah. Oh my god. That's crazy.
So what happened was they had to hire, one guy who lived out his car in the parking lot for a little while.
I don't.
His girlfriend, and they got hired around the same time.
Yeah.
Apparently he does a decent job.
Yeah.
Sometimes they have other people do it.
Yeah, because I've noticed the lights are on and it's like 8 o'clock as I go by.
Yeah.
And I'm super early, usually like 6:30, 7. Hello. Okay.
Oh my god, it's not been any hours.
I know.
I have the box right now.
Well, that was one of the biggest reasons why I left.
Like, I went from working 4 days a week to like once every 2 weeks.
Well, I know, and I only got lucky, or I would have had this job since like before the holidays, because some would say it's discrimination, not really, but you get $2.50 extra every hour, and then like 2 hours after I'm there, they leave and somebody else comes in. It's like, is the company that stingy with the hours? Like come on. It's me, because he had actually called me one day when I was running. He called me like 5 times, and it was pretty much one of my last road runs of the year that I did. Yeah, because I only got like 3 or 4 after that. And he called me like 4 different times, and more like actually 6. Yeah, he called me like 6 different times, and eventually I'm like, okay, when I'm running, I'm in my own little world. I like to stay in my own little world, right? Unless it's an emergency, don't be blowing up my phone, right?
Yeah.
But once he called 3 or 4 times, I knew it was like, okay, something's going on,
Yeah.
right? So, let me, go ahead. Can I get for you, sir?
All the crew members were told that you were pregnant.
No, no, I'm pregnant. No.
So, I was like, that's a really wild thing.
Yeah, that is.
I have no clue what it's like ever.
Yeah, that is.
Like, I just came in one day, like, last week, and I was like, oh, they were like, oh, we don't have another baker anymore, yada yada. She left because she was, like, pregnancy, and I was like,
Oh my gosh.
I was like, come off as, like, anyone who would, like, take leave even if she was, pregnant.
Oh my gosh.
And so I was like, what's going on? What? Yeah.
Oh my
It
gosh.
was crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm glad I got to actually ask you about that, because I was, like, kind of itching at my mind.
Yeah, not me.
I don't know who pulled that out, but
Yeah, I'm not pregnant.
yeah, I was like, oh my god. We were like, oh, how old is she? Because she looked a little on the younger side,
Yeah.
And everyone was like, oh, she's like this, and I'm like, oh, that's so young to have a baby,
Well, yeah, actually, that is pretty young. Younger, for sure. Not like very, very young.
Yeah.
And those who are very, very young are very, very slim. There's actually been like 3 different customers who they look to be not even 20, maybe 20 exactly, not even over 20, and they've had a couple little kids. Yeah, they've had a couple little kids, but that's one of those like comparisons that I always like to do, because like you hear stuff, on the news and stuff, and then you're like, well, let me actually apply it to my own life and seeing it myself if it's, and I don't think it's as bad in pregnancy as they say it is. I don't think it is.
I don't think we had any pregnancies in my high school, which is kind of weird.
Yeah. I don't think it's as bad as
we were like hiding it really well, but
well, even then it's very easy. Really heavy, long, baggy, black.
Like is later on in the pregnancy.
Yeah. Even if you do wear baggy clothes, people know. Yeah.
I got my.
That's usually a warning sign how you can tell. Because usually you can hide it maybe up till the 2nd trimester, but not much after that.
Yeah, me and my fiance have already talked about this.
Yeah.
At first I was like, oh, I don't really want kids because I've grown up with little brothers and they're I used to change their diapers all the time.
Yeah.
Terrible. Terrible.
Well, and boys are a little harder to raise at times.
I was a very quiet and shy child growing up, so